Продолжаем карьеру. Ой, карьеру. Это прохождение L.A NOIRE. У нас новый отдел. Последний, заключительный отдел поджогов. Мы вчера перешли. Туда первая миссия. Там. Поехали. Нас понизили, кстати. Газовщик. Нас выкинули из отдела нравов. И теперь мы в отделе поджогов. Привет, Паш. Здорово, Дон.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Coul Фелпс joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Секунду. Давненько тебя не было, то я же заходил как-то на прошлой неделе. Так, 10 минут такой дал.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Heavens!
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
Coroner says it's going to be at least a week to get an ID.
Real happiness is when you marry a girl for love and you find out later.
I want to stop him with one round.
Прикольная точила у него.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
This is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. You see me on the first day here, walking into the station, chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody. That somebody's supposed to be me.
Дружба с напарником не заладилась, по-моему.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Coul Felps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. They come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who's done it.
Так, поговорить со Стефанс.
Mr. Steffens? Coul Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Так.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. The lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Сомнения.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Так, найти адрес фонда.
Dirty cop from the newspapers.
Блин, а поближе нельзя было сделать?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks, ma'am.
Так, пожар в доме Сойеров.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Здорово, Алекс. Привет. Как твои дела?
211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Coul Felps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of ours. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Yeah, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month to go back. Take a look around the yard, see what you can find.
Зайдем красиво. На хорошее настроение.
Спасибо большое, Алекс. Спасибо большое за поддержку.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater?
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But
На даче херачишь.
One of the best I've ever met.
Да нормально
I'll
у
help in
меня.
any way I can.
Потихоньку. Работа.
That's firm but fair.
Работа дом пока. Будни.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Так, где тут что искать-то в этом пепелище-то? Что найдешь, наверное. Что это такое? Вентиплятор. Так, тут ничего. Надо найти этот нагреватель или что там взорвалось-то. Ну, а тут спуститься можно было, оказывается. И чё? Вот тут вообще ничего нет. А вот что-то есть. Угу. Что-то есть.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Погоня.
Stop! LAPD! We got an ID on this firebug. Stop right there.
Давай, 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 давай.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Так. Места. Турагентство. Поехали. Лига Чемпионов сегодня, по-моему, в 11 по Москве. 23:00. Я, правда, не знаю, кого будет показывать, но, наверное, Реал Аталанта будет показывать. Но там еще Сити с Мюнхенгладбахом играет. Они совсем даже не разговаривают друг с другом. Гулливер Тревел.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Так, Сойер.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
И Стефанс.
Here they are, Steffens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of L.A.
Так.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes?
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Сомнения.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Так, теперь куда? Фонд развития пригородов. Поехали.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
Не, нафиг, я больше не поеду на эти миссии дополнительные. Я вчера полчаса потерял, пока катался там. Здорово, ПК.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Alicia and her investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Так, а что мы можем что-нибудь тут?
Sorry, gotta go. While I'm here, my workers are probably putting their feet up and talking shit.
И чё, куда теперь? Опять к Стефансу? Колобай. Да нормально, потихоньку. Он дрыхнет на диване. Так, я здесь что-нибудь обыскивал вообще, нет? Здорово, Артур. Нет, я тут не обыскивал, я сразу пошел беседовать с владельцем. Бассейна, поздравляю.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? Solved the case. Looks some homicide, murder.
He's the dirty cop from the newspapers.
Чё-то нифига тут нету. Какую-нибудь деталь бы найти хотя бы. Ты вообще, блин, фиг чего отыщешь. Ботинок надо.
Hasn't given me anything to go on.
Нет, это все не то. Это все не то. Что-то тут можно найти, но я пока не нашел.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy that was pretending to be dead?
What now? You seen the water heater? Only so many places to start.
Так я вот и пытаюсь найти этот водонагреватель. А, вот он, ё-моё. Нашел. Ты его отбросил. Так, это кто обслуживал, правильно? Мэтью Райан.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Mm-hmm. Пожарное депо 32. Почему именно 32? Чтоб никто не догадался.
Siren might make this easier.
Так.
We came as soon as we could.
The only reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar territory.
Lynch. Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Так, а тут другой. Реджинальд Варли какой-то.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Так. Не-не-не-не-не-не-не-не.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Ну, и это вот сюда. Нет? Нифига.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Посетить InstaHeat.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. Phelps, that's him. Bent cop. He's on the front page of the Times. The only reason some people get lost in thought is because it's
Joe?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Здорово, Диман. Как дела? тренировки по волейболу, блин, прикольно. Я все жду, когда чуть-чуть это погода нормализуется. Сегодня какой 16, ну может в конце. Нет, скорее всего в начале апреля мы, наверное, возобновим футбол с ребятами. Сейчас пока рановато еще. Еще погода какая-то нестабильная.
You were twice as smart.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Did you read about the Tarleton case?
Так, а где он у себя в
What's the
офисе?
detective who solved it? Those poor kids.
Манагер.
Everything like that.
Ага, Манагер. Здорово.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
How many guys would know how to make that change?
All you need is a screwdriver and a wrench. Anybody could pull it apart and put it back.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Сомнения.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
0.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Я думал, я все правильно задал вопрос.
There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Stay off the moonshine, Put.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole
Пока нам
list.
весь не нужен, нам только нужен Райан.
I want to run it by
И Варли.
R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Нам нужны только двое, которые обслуживали эти
Operator, give me a
нагреватели.
dispatch.
Find out later she's got money.
Putting you through now.
Coul Fhelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Так, ну двое совпали. А третий откуда нарисовался, непонятно.
Gallery, Mr. Rasic. Desperate times indeed.
Поехали. Или что, или поговорим.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasic.
Мэтью Райан. Эссе анархиста.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Ё-моё, сейчас сочетать будет. Я, кстати, видос-то не видел, как там что, сильно попало в шайбу-то? Прям щелчок был или как?
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Так, это кто? Это Мэтью Райан у нас.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Кто там еще? А, Уолтер Клеменс нам тоже нужен. Здорово, Лёх. Блин, они что, все анархисты? Не сильно игрок сделал вброс в зону.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Блин, где этот Реджинальд Варли? А, вот как раз.
Our company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
Mm-hmm. Mosquito.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favored choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Да ради бога. А мы куда?
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Я бы начал прям с Варли.
Stay off the moonshine, Klutz!
Так, давай с Варли.
Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. He's wanted for murder. I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
in 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Я сегодня историю по поводу сейчас просто так сажаю. Сейчас я вам расскажу.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Сейчас поймаю только преступника. На работе в WhatsApp прислал в группу там знакомые сюжет из новостей. Там каких-то мест белгородских, что ли. Короче, мужик в октябре, по-моему, то ли случайно, то ли специально, я что-то пропустил. Ну, вначале невнимательно смотрел. Поджег траву, и выгорело, короче, почти 3 гектара поля. Ну, там пустое поле, без жилых домов, просто поле. Вот, а ему потом предъявили счет за то, что там типа на этом поле насекомые погибли, червячки, там паучки, эти самые кузнечики. Счет что-то на 17 миллионов 155 тысяч рублей. А он работает, у него там жена, 2 детей. Он работает там за зарплату 15, что ли, или 20. Короче, оштрафовали. Он не знает, что делать. Нормальный штраф.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Так, погнали ловить следующего. Давай, Райан. А зачем поджог? Я не знаю, зачем он поджог. Я пропустил этот момент. Может, просто так поджог. Ну, типа специально, чтобы там новая трава выросла. Так обычно, я помню, раньше делали. Хотя в октябре какая нафиг новая трава, казалось. А может, случайно поджег. Он пытался его сам потушить до приезда. Он сам причем вызвал пожарных. Пытался до приезда пожарных сам потушить, обжег руки там себе.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Причем ему штраф высчитывали по какой-то там формуле, там какой-то мужик сидел, объяснял. Откуда появилось 17 миллионов вообще?
Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Get in close and steer him off the tar. Okay. One traffic stop coming up.
Так, отлично.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We got to get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Готов. Просто так?
Show me your hands. Why did you run, Ryan? I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew, Ryan, I'm arresting you on
Ну да, я
suspicion of
помню,
committing a
что там
series of arsons.
специально иногда некоторые поджигают. А где чувак забил? Я что-то скользь прочитал где-то. В каком городе?
KGPL to any central unit. Meet the officer. A hit-run felony at 6th and Alvarado. Any unit able to handle. Code 2 identify.
Откуда у него молоток еще был с собой? Или он его где-то потом принес?
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
В смысле не припоминаешь? Ты что, гонишь? Что ты врешь?
You have a real viper's nest that insta-heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that.
Список монтажников.
Look, I've been cooperative. How about letting me get back to work?
Че? Не прокатило.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in the settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Да врешь ты.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy. We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Так, все, возвращаемся и предъявляем объявление. Обвинение. Так, Стасек, здорово, привет, добрый вечер. Как твои дела? Так, это в Москве было, но сам чудак из испуга. У него молоток в рюкзаке был. Это он так боролся с нечистой силой. А, ну нормально. Четко вообще. Кого сегодня колли? Да мы уже почти раскололи. Я уже сейчас заканчивать буду. Сейчас вот осталось только расколоть. Мы уже в отделе поджогов, в последнем отделе, первую миссию проходим.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Barley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again?
Да я нормально потихоньку.
Parker or Green?
Ты
Save
побеседовать
yourself some
надо.
time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Угу. Ну здесь он врет, потому что вот догреватель вот из дома Стефансов. Его мы и предъявим.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Ну.
So you know
Блин, да
just what
опять
I'm
мимо.
thinking,
Ну что
as well
такое?
as what I'm supposed to have done. Give me a break.
Все будут болеть за Реал. Ну понятно. Тут за Реал болеешь.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that? Looks like you're the
Да
one
блин,
who
да
needs
чё
advice on
ничего
how to
не
do his job.
подходит-то?
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Ничего, блин, ему неизвестно.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Barley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Hmm.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Так, вот здесь он точно лжёт.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
Потому что у нас есть досье.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
1947, not 1927. Of course a girl can ask a fella out.
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Поговорим с Варли. Так, а Варли-то где?
It's gonna be at least a week to get an ID.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Угу. А Сойеров он обслуживал. Да, он обслуживал. Тогда он врет.
Why are you lying to me, Barley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Вот.
Your name is on the
Есть
inside door of their water
попадание.
heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think you played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Блин, а вот здесь сложновато будет. Вот это, наверное, регулятор давления ему надо предъявить.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire, huh? You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for
не
hire?
попал.
It's not true.
И чё? У меня вообще против нее ничего нет. Но он мне не нравится. Просто сам по себе. Что делать-то? Ну, допустим, закончить.
We're done for now. So what happens? You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Так, предъявите
Stripped off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out.
обвинение. Да ладно, а чё? Давай, короче, ему и предъявим.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons, and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
Сейчас нас будут ругать.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Ну, я так и думал. Ну, просто я плохо задавал вопросы и все. Предъявлял им эти факты. Вон, 9 из 15 все. Халатно. 1 звезда. Ну, понятно. Ну, что поделать. Сегодня не наш день. Вечер. Такое бывает.
You're 2 blocks behind first and second.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Они его еще на войне хотели убить. Все, ладно, что, будем завязывать. Миссию прошли, ладно. Завтра будем проходить прогулку по Елисейским полям. Вот. Так, все, всем спасибо. Все свободны. Всем хорошего просмотра футбола. Так, Стасек за Реал будет болеть. Я тогда буду за Аталанту болеть сегодня. За Лёшку Мирончука, правда, я думаю, он вряд ли будет играть. Вот. Всем хорошего вечера, просмотра футбола. До завтра. 5 за стрим. Пока-пока. До завтра.